könnte man machen. Schauen wir das aus.
Ah, Wohnzimmerlicht. Wohnzimmerlicht. Alter,
wieso, das siehst du nicht. Was an? An Rieder, du bist jetzt dieser merkwürdige Schatten hinter uns.
Weg.
Da geht das ganze Haus ob Licht ausschalten.
Ja. Vermutlich.
Sollte ihm ein Uhr eine Mule geben, dann hat er ein Pulsmesser drinnen. Das heißt, dass da mal ein bisschen ein paar Pulsschläge aufgekommen.
Also was ein Internet-Ziel, oder?
Ha?
Für was?
Passt schon. Gut, ich hab gepupst. So. Also. Alter,
Ich Vanillejoghurt.
mach mal deinen Monitor aus.
Ich Vanillejoghurt.
Ich rieche mich selbst.
Kannst du noch runterfahren? Gleich.
Also denn, wir, das ist das Loot, das Wool und ich. Hahaha.
Ich rieche Vanillejoghurt.
Das ist
Ja.
der falsche, der PC ist da links.
Ah, fuck. Wie viele Computer sind da? Das ist schlimmer wie bei mir daheim. Bei mir
Entschuldigung,
wenigstens unterschiedliche Betriebssysteme.
Auf jeden Fall, wir befinden uns hier, wir haben uns zusammengefunden, um die heilige Messe des Heavy Metal, ach Entschuldigung, das war Powerwolf, um Call of Cthulhu zu spielen. Mit mir das Loot, die vertrauensvolle, wahrscheinlich etwas leisere Stimme im Hintergrund.
Hallo.
Der Hai. Genau. Und der Wool. Ich kann leider nicht mehr weiter abhauen. Wir spielen Call of Cthulhu, ein nicht so horrorträchtiges Horrorspiel.
Wir beides nur da, wenn er schreckt, Zeugen hat, dass er schreckt.
Das Gefühl habe ich allerdings auch. Deswegen fangen wir gleich an.
Edward Pierce, a veteran of the First World War, hat Probleme. Ende des Intros.
Weil er nämlich seine... Also Privatdetektiv, Klassiker, Alkoholiker, Schlaftabletten, Love bei ihm.
Also er braucht dann ein Benultimo.
Nulpe. Erst Nulpe. Geht es dann mal das Problem lösen? Präsidente. Wir werden versuchen, das Spiel in 2 bis 3 Sessionen fertig zu spielen. Also heute eine, dann heute noch eine zweite. Dazwischen werden wir was futtern. Und morgen eine dritte. Und wenn wir es dann geschafft haben, haben wir es geschafft.
Ja, also bitte sehr wohl. Wer fahren Sie nicht?
Enter Madness. If I met, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who, in his carelessness, can remain sane in the hideous end. H.P. Lovecraft.
Also, Fisch.
Geil! Frischfisch! Wobei, Frischfisch? Ich weiß nicht so recht.
Links ist ein Hai.
Ja. Heider, geht's dir gut, Kind?
Zu viel Verwandtschaft.
Gedärme. Oh, Mariana.
Dieser Mensch ist nicht arm, vor ihm liegt ein...
Killerwahl. Ich meine, die Tür ist offen. Wer hat denn da bitte ausgestrahlt, hey? Ich will da...
Da war Wasser.
Okay.
Wer ist für Halluzination?
Wer ist dafür, dass das ein normaler Keller von einer Nordsee ist? Hallo GameTube, ich habe einen Witz geklaut. Da ist schon Licht.
Da sind noch Gräten dran, das kann man nicht essen.
Also will nichts sagen, gar, aber wenn die Fischker dahergegangen wird. Fischker? Fisch? Frischfischker?
Da ist es zu, also nehmen wir diesen seltsamen Weg, der uns mitten in das Ganja-Feld führt.
Ganja. Das ist jetzt so.
Bräuchten so etwas wie einen Kettenschneider.
Vielleicht.
Warst du da nicht gerade auf der anderen Seite?
Ja. Vielleicht. Na, waren wir nicht. Na, waren wir nicht. Vielleicht, sagen wir ja der Fischersmann, der da jetzt ausgenommen hat und ist in ein Delirium gefallen, weil er einen Hakal geöffnet hat.
Vielleicht sind wir der Herr Karl.
This count the darkness. You must light up some items in order to interface with them.
Interact immer noch.
Interact.
Oh, Licht.
Und wie ich vorher draufgekommen bin, wenn man auf Steuerung drückt, wird sie höher. Man sagen, das Beleuchtungssystem ist überzeugend.
Genau, da drüben.
Da?
Ah, da hinten.
Kann man springen? Das war sicherlicher Hai. Das war sicherlicher Hai.
Ganz nonchalant weggehen. What a coincidence! A bold cutter!
Und wir haben ein Gatter, das wir aufkriegen müssen.
Nimm das andere, bevor du durchgegangen bist.
Das ist wieder Hai da, gell?
You always take the first door. Why? Because it's the safest. Everybody forgets.
Ich sag, das geht jetzt im gleichen Raum. Sag mal, so würde es nicht aufschneiden.
Aber er hat's gemacht.
Super.
Oh.
Cthulhu, man, could you speak up a bit?
My favorite. Cut.
Ah, falsche Seiten.
Schau. Dabei braucht man die Lampe eigentlich nicht. Man kann es hier kippen.
Nö.
Schau. Das ist diese seltsame 80er Musik.
Kann das sein?
What a putrid offering.
Stinkt. Na, dem geht's noch gut. Sag mal, da hat sich aber einer ausgelassen, gell? In was für einer Zeit spielt das Spiel noch gleich? Gab's
Nach dem Ersten Weltkrieg.
Nach dem Ersten, aber vor dem Zweiten.
You have been chosen.
Run! Hold down here.
Will ich jetzt rennen?
Stell dich mal um, vor was du wegrennen solltest. Run nochmal.
Ja, warte. Gehen, rennen. Das hat's die aber gerissen.
Also, ich weiß nicht mit Namen Sieg, das ist das Problem.
Ist schon her. The fuck?
Has already been written.
What the fuck?
But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Captain Tackle.
David Jones.
Also so schräg ist so ein Schuss auch schon. Run! Oh mein Gott, schlechte Musik! Ich hab's aufgecheckt.
I hate whiskey.
Edward Pierce, I hate whiskey.
I hate.
Whiskey. Diary? The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep up my memories at bay. But I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of those mornings I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? Cthulhu!
Name called Rogue Rides. Oh, whiskey. Nimm just a spoon. Don't drink, don't drink, don't drink.
This will affect your destiny. Oh yeah. I have sealed my fate. Hey, ein Whisky! Ich hab keinen Körper beim Aufschauen.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Skill Tree.
Nein, es kommt von einem Tabletop-Spiel, von einem Paper-Spiel, also. Wie viele Punkte haben wir?
Nix.
0.
Aber es ist schon teilweise freigeschalten. Nightmares. Darkwater? Pieces. Gold.
Lost Battalion.
Old Lighter. Oh, danke.
Okay.
Oh,
I should get rid of all this stuff.
das alte Kameraden besucht. Geh ans Telefon. Das könnte deine Mutter sein.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
No!
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherrifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Charakterschaffung.
so aufgesetzt und doch irgendwie okay, gell?
Jetzt kannst du
Sind wir, also, mach mal wir. Warte mal, der Heider spielt mir jetzt. Heider, du bist das am Shit gut, mach. Soweit ich das verstanden habe. Halt, stopp. Soweit ich das verstanden habe, nur dass du es warst, weil ich habe ja 2 Folgen von GameTube schon gesehen, gell? Es hat diese 2 Sachen vor allem, die schalten sich im Spiel von allein weiter frei. Nicht. Soweit ich das verstanden.
Okay, das ist schon alles gleichmäßig aufteilt.
Wir sind ja Investigators.
Ich denke, die Punkte, die man noch hat.
Oh, da. Wieso was?
A crocodile in a vest.
Eloquenz. Oh, dann können wir leider ein bisschen mehr. Man, es ist ja, wir wollen ja nicht unbedingt Rambonen. Hätten wir ja da ein bisschen.
Psychology noch ein bisschen.
Verstehst du, also Knowledge of the Human Behavior. Naja, dann können wir so ein bisschen intelligent spielen, ja.
Ui.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
Do you have
What's
a huge duck?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And
Ist
it
das so?
would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
Nö.
I'm coming.
Ich hätte gerne,
Ah! Wir hätten
ich hätte
vielleicht.
gerne einen schwarzen Transgender.
Ihn jetzt.
Ein come in, nix.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
Burn?
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead.
Finger gerade.
Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look.
A bit.
I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Shipping label. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. Says the fire started dining room, claimed the whole family. Police decide domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental fragility. Why? Press cutting. An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live in a
reclusive life.
A reclusive life with their only son Sam. Okay. Abschied. Ich möchte mein Zimmer weiter exploren, du Penner. Oder dann halt nicht.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So,
Ist das so?
Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Bild, danke.
Warte kurz.
Schau, das haben wir jetzt unlocked für mit den Skills.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
That's raps.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things?
Ja.
What do you mean by that?
I
That's the
never
safe.
knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her
Bei
life
Enigmatic Fortress.
and death.
Okay.
Wird Sarah Hawkins leben?
Something's not right with his story. Where did Sarah... Das wissen wir doch schon.
Frag trotzdem.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Okay.
Couldn't take this. Gotta find out about warehouse.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Ich glaube, er will, dass wir nach Darkwater gehen.
Na, dann noch weiter.
Das?
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Something's...
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that.
Huh?
I believe there is more to this case than just
du
an
mitgenommen?
Den
accident.
Hut.
So. Gut.
Oh,
Haben wir schon gemacht?
das Find ist nicht grün, das Find about the warehouse. Also kann man öfters
I
drauf
think
klicken.
I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding
hat er
Sarah
jetzt
Hawkins'
übergangen.
death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case.
Good.
I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Wurden nochmal nachgetreten.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
Soll ich da umschauen im Zimmer?
Ruf mal.
Darkwater.
Ja, geht noch.
I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
Schaut lässig aus.
I used to be an avid reader.
But then I took a book to the knee. What?
We just leveled something. Ah, rotate, kann man auf der Rückseite stehen.
Item obtained.
Y?
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Y,
I used to be an avid reader.
J.
Ja, ist absolut was anderes wie Y.
Ich vergaß. Ja, irgendwas ist beim Papier
Inventory, oder?
Wegen deinen Medical Skills. Ja, plus 12% bei Medical Skills.
Tatsache. That's my. Also wir haben den Chef, wir haben den
Ship Owner,
Charles,
Painter.
die Sarah und den Simon.
11 Jahre jünger als er. Klassischer Fall von Moneyman.
Wieso, der ist 11?
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Oh, short.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Ja,
Da ist eine
gut.
Flosse.
All I have to do is go to the port. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Ah,
Ja, der Whisky! Wenn der ausraucht! Ey, wir sind Investigator, der muss Black Shit sein, der muss Shitfaced sein, so wie es sagt, dass er
das ist
war.
ein Spielfilm bei Anteil, ich sehe schon.
How do you call an alligator in a vest?
Investigator.
I wonder why I still take these things.
Use with...
Alcohol only.
Ja, wahrscheinlich. Add Mountains. Weg mit dem Glasl.
Wird nicht leer, oder?
Doch. Das ist leer. Ich bin voll.
Hättest du vormachen sollen, bevor der Typ kommt.
Dann hallo. Jo, ich glaube, wir haben da alles, oder?
Du könntest die Ladung noch zumachen.
Leave for Darkwater.
Du kannst das Laden noch zumachen. Ja. Painting.
The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
Er war ja Teil von dem Bataillon, ne? Ja gut, dann...
Okay, jetzt vielleicht noch so die Tür gehen. Nicht die.
Die ist jetzt so. Ups. No, da geht nichts. Na dann.
War Oktober.
Als Headset.
1924, by the way.
Ja. Hawkins Case. Ja gut. Warum? Das haben wir doch... Also, wenn man das Spiel jetzt mitkriegt, dann hat man das doch schon gelesen.
Oh.
Ich finde lustig, wie auf dem Bild der Rieder ganz schwarz zu erkennen ist noch.
Das ist unser geheimer Second Line.
Und irgendwann aber siehst du so, wie es also leichter schaut, das Bild kommt. Ah! Aber fürchtet euch nicht. Ich habe meinen kleinen Wachkroxy schon halbwegs bemalt. Kroxus. Wann kommt wieder WOT? Keine Ahnung.
Ladezeit. Ah, wo das Erz fallen.
Ladet überhaupt nicht lang. My favorite.
Enter Madness, wohl.
Enter Madness. This is Madness! Madness.
Das ist Fahrttal.
Das ist Nebel.
Was denn dazu?
Longfoot at his best.
Ja. Aber davor.
Mit Boot wohlgemerkt.
Das ist doch ein Fischkutte!
Fischka aus. Focus Home Interactive Presents.
Nebel.
Jawohl.
Ja, es ist
Noch nicht
1924. Der raucht und sauft.
Cooles Blähungen.
Rubio.
Winkelt der da
We're
gerade?
almost there.
James Fitzroy.
Sieht nichts.
Na?
Obligatorische Schiffswrack.
Cry of Cthulhu.
Das ist die Sailor.
Skiller
Sailor Moon. Skiller Moon.
Sailor! Was? Skiller, wie hast du gesagt?
Sailor Moon.
Sailor? SCYLLA ist halt undankbar.
Das könnte auch ein E sein, was einfach abgebrochen ist. C. Das ist ein Dampfer. Ein Eikessler.
Ich will nicht sagen, aber der hat geil angehalten.
Stay on board.
Halt mal kurz.
There's guys coming to unload.
Rein in die Fracht mit der Zigarette.
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget.
Ja, Holzbein.
Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
So ist der Sound auf 8.11 eingestellt oder was ist da los? Das ist hilfreich. Game vielleicht? Bird.
Crosshair off. Also zuerst umschauen, dann zu den Dokumente gehen,
Das
dann
wird erst einmal den Fischer da verprügeln. Können wir den jetzt einfach Leroy Jenkinson? Fußrot? Da! Da! Da, 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 da!
Geht zur Seite.
Was kannst du?
Das ist der Kapitän von dem Strubbi.
Das ist nicht Captain Haddock.
Aber er hat einen Bart.
Also, die versuchen den Wal ins Wasser zurückzuschmeißen.
Nein,
Doch.
den rauszu.
Na, na. Versucht der generell, ist die eigentliche Frage.
Er hat ein Seil gespannt.
Hey, Sullivan, can't you go any faster?
Na, der versucht den Wal wieder reinzuschmeißen.
If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know, or you'll pay for it for sure.
Okay, that's enough. Step back and let us do our job.
Margin,
That's
Bruder.
no way to treat an omen. Oh
Going?
yeah. He's
Sorry?
gonna get us into trouble.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
Der Typ heißt Bradley, aber ist er
Ausgebaute
Abbauen.
Warehouse.
Warehouse?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. Don't put that beast back
Fish
in
and
the
fish.
water, you
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
Du bist kein
It's a sign.
Spezialist.
There's something coming. Something real bad.
Oder sonst noch Schönes. Könnten wir uns einmal da das Dingens anschauen? Die Bar? Oder willst du erst in die Bar?
Ich hab gesagt, geht das noch ein bisschen rum. Gibt's noch so einen
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Prohibition! Alk.
Pick up the pieces.
Come on, you bastard! You'll see what a true sailor's got.
There's nothing for you here either. Beat it.
You bilge-rats don't scare me.
Okay, doch nicht.
What did he call us just now?
Da können wir auch nicht weitergehen.
Na.
Da ist eine Laterne. Ein Leuchten.
Kann aber nicht nehmen.
Short.
Talk to Fitzroy, go to the bar.
Main objective. Secondary zuerst.
Gehen wir erst in die Bar.
Ja.
Was schreiben Sie, Leiter? Hi, der. Hi, der. Wow, die Vertonung ist ja der Wahnsinn. So viel Emotion, so viel Enthusiasmus. Das ist 1924 in einem Arsch der Welt Fischer Kaff bei 800% Luftfeuchtigkeit. Da erwarte weder Synchronisation noch Inhalt.
Und bei aller Ehre keins. Du hältst No Not November nicht aus.
Can't beat it, it's no not November. Alter, was ist hier so? Der haltet das nicht aus, ne du. Ein und wird sofort von einem Schwertwal getroffen. BAM!
Sehr liebe. Er ist nicht willkommen. Woran merkt man das?
Hey, be careful.
Er überlegt noch, was das Bier auf dem Schädel zimmern soll. Die erste Frau im Dorf.
What?
Then she's a bitch.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Exakt.
Wir sind definitiv nicht der Charakter irgendwie.
Ja, exakt, linksum.
Linksum? Doesn't me who went looking for it.
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess.
Ja.
You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure arises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
Short.
Prohibition?
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway.
She'd.
Anything else?
I'm looking.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Avoid this. Fight about Blackwater.
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater. When our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Okay.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Yeah.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint
Was
such
ist
things?
getriggert?
Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Der Whisky!
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little...
Er wird wieder nachsagen.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, come on.
Drinking it, anything else?
Short.
That'll be all for now.
Tritt dagegen. Tritt dagegen.
And then he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Skiller. Ah, die haben wir ja schon. Wer ist die?
From Famine.
Hä?
Skiller.
Skiller. Talk about from Famine. Das wird Beyond vom Middle-Tooth Whale. Also ein riesiges Viech im Endeffekt. Okay.
Wer ist for Rent?
Ja, und... Also, Riesending.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. We'll follow its
das schaut
wonder
gut
and
aus, der
appear
Kollege.
in various locations, gifted with its own consciousness.
Do you
Das hat ja
like
die
our
Singer.
song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
Der Miraculous Catch bezieht sich der jetzt auf Trischka und
I bid you farewell.
Den Fisch,
Good night, stranger.
den der Rita mir rausgedroschen hat. Ja, na. Der hat doch gebügelte Hosen. Guten
What
Tag.
you looking at, stranger?
Your boobs. Ich will das Unterste nehmen. Das ist zu scharf. Das Unter ist viel zu keins.
Ja. Can certainly put them away. Was?
Komm raus, kommt.
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
Oh.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Ah, it was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger.
Oh.
Schon. Scheiße, was ist denn für Stammgäste? Nicht schlecht. Oh. Soll man da Schönes?
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor.
Ah.
Interesting.
Können sich die Dingzahlen fragen nach der Debt.
Also wurscht. So. Dann haben wir eh noch einen Platz. Habermaster.
Jetzt haben wir zurückgegangen und gefragt, jetzt geschaut, ob es eine Frage gibt, zwecks der Schuld.
Ja, was soll das bringen? Ah, guten Tag.
Zuerst umschauen.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat.
Keep your men under control, can afford provoke. Haben wir gerade.
Zuerst alles nachschauen.
Das ist doch sein persönlicher Brief. Der hat nichts gegen. Guter Mann.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. Broken. This place seems half abandoned. Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Ciao.
Scheißhaus.
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years. The Scylla.
Scylla.
It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Schickes Boot.
Boot voll. Yay, Wohl 2.
14%. Ah, can only be improved by objects. Und Okkultismus genauso. Warte mal, halt, stopp. 6 Punkte. Noch Punkt haben wir available. Wo steckt man dann hin?
Da, ganz links.
Da?
Ja, Rund 1.
Psychology?
Fashion,
Bis, wo jetzt zurück. So. Passt. Professional Hatter!
Das gute Zeug.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Hat einen Black, ich wusste.
Aber das ist nicht der Fitzroy.
What a macabre souvenir.
Sonst hätte das on.
Wo ich auch ein paar Beine hat.
Mhm.
Bahn.
Ein Haxen. Ja, 2 Haxen.
Short.
Guten Tag.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Er ist schnell.
Der ist schnell. Da ist der Fizzy.
Show me the deck.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
No.
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No. It was none of my business.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty.
Will ich sagen, das war's, der Wappler.
Understood.
Oder?
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Was a kid.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Yeah.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
We're talking about mythology.
Ha, indeed, you're right.
I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain...
So hätte das vielleicht nicht sagen müssen.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Du bist neben übergestanden, du Habsche.
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Okay. Haben wir schon, das haben wir.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Character point.
Sort diary.
Eloquenz. Vielleicht, dass man ein bisschen, vielleicht so ein Barmann zum Beispiel, Eloquente kommen kennen. Du bist ein Arschloch, aber sagst du nicht gleich.
Zum Barmann.
Ah, die sind einen Meter weiter gegangen. Na, die haben den Wal ein bisschen weiter reingezogen.
Geh nochmal zum Barmann.
Zum Barmann?
Barmann.
Ah, schau, die haben sich da... Ah, schau, unlocked. Hey, Arschloch.
Plaket.
You again.
Charles Hawkins owed you a lot of money. Do you know if he had problems?
I don't know the details, and it's not my business. Money or not, he was always welcome in my bar. The Hawkins family was always much appreciated on the island.
I read the article on the miraculous catch. Interesting local folklore.
Don't get it into your head to repeat that round here. It's more than folklore. On that day, the crew of the Scylla caught an exceptional catch. The biggest whale ever caught. They saved Darkwater from famine.
Okay.
You seem to know Charles Hawkins well. How about his wife, Sarah Hawkins?
Well, she was a local somebody. We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why.
You don't dare say a thing because you respect their memory. But that doesn't mean that you don't have a lot on your mind.
You're not a PI for nothing. Okay. I don't know what it's worth, though. But Mrs. Hawkins, she went to see her doctor very often.
She was sick.
Ah, I shouldn't have mentioned it to you. Forget it.
Okay.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Give me my whiskey!
I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? The name, when I went...
It was a...
Ah.
Captain Fitzroy.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, come on.
Drinking anything else?
What do you know about the Hawkins warehouse?
If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, sailors scream.
Scream.
And that's but all
Gehabt, ne?
That'll be all.
Na gut.
Reden mit denen mal, vielleicht.
Vielleicht, ja.
Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
We'll return right after. It's just that standing guard in this alley makes your throat dry.
That fool Fitzroy can't keep his dogs on a leash.
I'll have to send him a more clear-cut message.
Sie ist definitiv die Cat.
I told you to beat it.
Schon.
Der Psychopath rechts.
Ah, that's it.
Na, der labert immer noch nur mit sich und mit uns. Warehouse oder erst die Straßen aufwärts?
Straßen.
Dann. Ich habe das letzte U-Boote freigeschaltet. Toll, Bane!
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you.
Gut, mit dem haben wir einen guten Draht, ne?
I shall take my leave.
Doch.
Okay, dann Außennummer. Totale Laternen muss er davon. Spot, Hidden Skill. Oh. Oh.
A handle. It must come from these.
Die Steuerweise ist halt so geil vor. Du gehst um und nimmst das rostigste drum, das Finken, steckst das ein, warum das Fest ja braucht. 800 Kilometer weiter auf einem anderen Kontinent. Genau da ist es herkommen.
Ja.
Naja, macht Sinn, ne?
Ich glaub schon. Das ist noch was hin.
Mancht.
Ja, das ist ja voll. Links unten.
Ja, aber.
Schau ich noch ein bisschen weiter.
Nicht da.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Ich glaube, ein Pfeil, wo du vorher warst.
Ja, das ist das. Geht doch gewesen.
Ja, schau.
Schätze ich mal.
Sag schon lieber unten noch fertig.
Ich sag, das ist ein größer Einfluss. Ich sag, das ist das da unten. Wenn ich jetzt da den.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Der Chef. Wow.
Stark genug. Fehlt da noch was?
Kann es sein, dass ich ihn einfach anklicken muss?
Fehlt noch was.
Fehlt noch was.
Wo kann man Steuerung, Bruder?
Jetzt?
Na, drüben. Weil es ist ja Use, ist ja immer Steuerung gewesen, oder?
No, ist Use.
Springe mal runter, ist falsch an.
Wenn du runterspringen könnt, ja. Dead End.
Da noch ein bisschen um in dem Ding.
Da wird der Heller wieder recht haben. Vielleicht muss ich das Zahnrad da aufheben. Oder wir nehmen
A ratchet device.
Macht
exactly
Sinn.
What I need.
Noch ein Sek.
Wie haben wir das eingeschaltet?
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
Ich wüsste halt gern, wie ich das Fahrzeug an der Mord habe. Ah, jetzt der Hackel da. Wie wir das Fahrzeug an Mord.
Drücken wir alle Tasten durch.
Was hast du?
Alter, fragen wir auch mal einen Heider. So, jetzt bauen wir das Ding zusammen.
Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this
Wir
hand.
sind schwach.
Damn. I broke it.
Wir werden stark.
Short. Game saved. Jo.
Short.
Schon.
Gehen wir nochmal unten hin. Irgendwas geändert.
Das ist erfunden, ne? Aber realistisch gemacht. Ja, obwohl, schon mehr als erfunden.
Well, well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
Hoch zur Bitch!
Don't say anything, but I had no idea.
Your turf? That's news to me.
For a guy who has no idea, you've been doing a fair bit of poking around. My men saw you staking out the Hawkins warehouse.
Is that against the law?
I'm no idiot, Detective. I'll tell you how things work around here. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Wir brauchen natürliche Bewegungen, um Charaktere natürlicher aussehen zu lassen.
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Oha!
Big time events.
Ja.
Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm gonna have to deal with her.
Wolltest du mich hinschmissen? Ah. Jo.
Police, I have to report something.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
Huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
This?
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
Huh? Gott, aufs... Also seine Klöten sind der Protektor von Männern.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the navigator. He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty. There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue. Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us. What brings you to Darkwater?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum. They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder? They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors. If only they would kill each other.
We can do this. Who is Cat?
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing. Nothing at all.
Ja, Hund die Sandbannerwand. Okay.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here. Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here. So we drink.
Ah.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat. It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly? You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do. St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Banante. Das Gefühl, wir sollten nicht dumm gehen. Huh?
Diese Statue.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Unauffälligst as fuck. Aber gut. 1924. Die Animationen machen mich...
Statue.
Ja. Ich vermute, der Hauptteil unten. Warte, was schreibt der Matti? Die Animation macht mich fertig. Negative Nebenwirkungen, wenn es im Moment Red Dead Redemption 2 spielst. Alles andere schaut irgendwie Arsch aus. Du bist der Arsch. Wie war das damit? Guten Tag.
Unten ist die Statue. Ach, rechts.
Zahn gerade den Fisch eine.
What could have done so much?
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
What could have done so much damage?
Rechts runter zur Statue. Das ist nicht rechts.
Ich will aber nicht rechts. Ich hab Angst vor rechts.
Das haben die Russen damals auch gesagt.
Wohl, haben schon Jump-Bomb, ne?
Ich will diese Statue anschauen.
Nein. Ich will vorher exploren.
Halt doch. Das ist nicht Investigate.
Das ist nicht Investigate.
Damnation, I broke it.
Super! Das ist nicht Investigate, immer noch. Oh, tatsächlich.
Grün.
Warte mal, das schreibt kein normaler Sailor schreibt sowas auf. Ja.
Grün.
Saint Brandon, the Navigator.
Schau mal aus.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers.
Nein.
Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
Cthulhu!
I've no idea what it said.
Cthulhu!
Unser Okkultist-Level ist erhöht.
Wetten, das hat schon getan. Ah, wo ist das? Pierce. Oh. Warum hat das Okkultist-Level nicht erhöht?
I've no idea what
Probe
it
ist
says.
auf Okkultist und kein Level auf Okkultist.
Hä?
Nur weil es eine Probe ist, levelt es nicht automatisch.
Doch, Heider. Ich hab das so gelernt. Also wir sollten immer noch in das Warehouse gehen. Wir könnten mal mit dem Fitzroy wieder reden. Er hat ja gesagt, wenn wir was auserfinden, sollen wir zu ihm.
Jo.
Was sind die zwei Typen, wenn du zu dir umgehst?
Oh, da steht jemand vor mir.
Dann mal, da ist auch noch einer. Vor dem Warehouse. Guten Tag. Oh.
Polizei.
Where do you think you're going?
Der Hund hat angelotzen. Das bin ich in 3 Jahren.
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case.
Textur
They
geklippt.
were all burnt to death, right?
Oh, Clip,
Up at their
Textur.
place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
Ja, genau.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Hippity hoppity.
Die Priester des Knackete, was?
You again. I told you to beat it.
Whoa.
No need to get
Okay.
Cops, they can't understand.
Damn stupid idiot.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking
Echt,
for was
bitch?
right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
You can't understand.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Scheisters!
Jetzt
Ja, ich gehe jetzt erst einmal zum Fitzroy. Bis sehr, Alter.
You're back again. What can I do for you?
Apparently the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. So I guard the entrance.
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
Klaustrophobisch in einem Horrorspiel? Nah!
Das ist kein Horrorspiel, das ist
You're back again. What can I...
Willenstärke.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you...
Ja, gut.
Seh das? Ausrede.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Das waren die zwei, die sie ja verkloppt
Not
haben.
worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to
Mundanimation, fuck it.
Calm down.
Nee.
Ja. Croxy, Skink. Wie ist wie gerade genannt? Ein Skink? Boah.
Der Typ vom Asylum hat sicherlich irgendwas. Das ist ein Harpun.
Schon ein bisschen. Kannst du nochmal probieren mit der Cat.
Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. Something that I respect. So understand by that. If I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
Probieren wir es nochmal.
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly. But it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
Das ist eine schlechte Idee.
I've got a few questions about the island.
I'm not here to give you information. Mitchell will tell you what he wants to tell you.
Is that more dangerous than having a drink with you?
I'm not kidding. The old families, they were here long before us. And they'll be here long after we're gone.
The old families?
The descendants of the first whalers. These people truly worship their ancestors.
Okay.
Ja, probieren wir es, ha?
Das geht schief!
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
Short.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
Also das untere ist...
Das nah. Na, das bringt nichts bei ihr. Sie hat da mehr Macht.
Aber sie mag es aber gerne.
Meinst?
Das oberste oder das untere? Eins von beiden. Frieda, du entscheidest.
Ja, das unterste.
Your small-time hoodlum number is starting to climb.
My number? I thought I'd made myself clear. But we can go through it again if you didn't understand.
You took me by surprise. It won't happen again.
Oh, so amusing. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you. To make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me. And I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
Deal with the devil.
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective.
Na gut.
Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors.
Das
They
Bild,
revere
wenn
their
wir...
brave
Ja, das ist ein echt.
statues. But sooner or later,
Das war gemein.
statues get buried in bird shit, and nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley, I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
Put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're
Du
crazy.
Scheisters. Ich stehe auf das Wort. Scheisters.
Ich fand, wie viel wir uns eigentlich schon verbaut haben. Ich bin gespannt, wie viel wir uns schon verbaut haben.
Ja.
Gibt's da eine Übersicht dann?
Ich vermute mal, da kann man relativ viel orten, das Spiel.
Ja, alleine reingehen, überhaupt sterben.
Ah, jetzt stehen sie auf der Seite.
We saw this guy poking around here.
It's fine. He's with me.
Oh, okay.
Bitch.
Umschauen. Auf.
No.
Könnte man eventuell auffliegen.
Be a gentleman and move that for me.
Sie will ja die aufmachen da.
That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
Sie wollte ja, dass dabei ist, gell, dass wir nichts finden, was sie nicht will. Und dann haut sie ab.
Vielleicht auf dem Weg dorthin?
Möglich.
Oh, this place stinks.
Vorausgehen.
What is the connection between this place
You
and the
just
Sarah
leveled.
Hawkins case?
Soll ich nochmal ausgehen?
What's the point, Bruder?
Ja. Soll ich nochmal umschauen da? Ich glaube, da ist nichts, Alter. Das war lame.
Use the points.
I'm gonna use the swords. Das haben wir fast. Warte mal, was wollte ich? Ah ja.
Swords erinnert mich an Heiders flachen Fuß.
Einfach jetzt gegen schnell.
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this?
Oi. Oi.
It smells as bad as it looks.
Oi. Wash.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Das für ein paar Sachen.
Oh, anscheinend. Ich hab gedacht, das ist halt so für dazwischen gewesen.
Wie kommst du
Das
wieder rein?
ist zum Beispiel nicht.
Scheiße, kann ich nochmal zurückgehen? Yes. Naja, ich hab echt gedacht, das ist vielleicht so, dass du so noch einmal irgendwas siehst oder so.
Ich glaub nicht.
Jo, anscheinend nicht, ne? Gut, haben wir es nicht gesagt. So nach einer halben Stunde.
Chapter einfach.
So nach einer halben Stunde. Ja, aber hättest du jetzt gemerkt, dass der Chapter-Unterschied war? Ich nicht. Und dann geht's weiter so, halber neun, was verschmute. Was verschmute? Ja, Fralle Franze, was für Booty.
Verschmutest du das auch?
Ja. Gibt schon Nebenwirkungen von falsch.
Wie viel hast du davon eigentlich schon gemampft?
3.
Das ist mehr als ich.
Ja, mehr als ja.
Es ist nicht so.
Der Heider hat das Problem, das ist ein Melass, ne? Ich hab das Problem, das ist süß.
Melasse!
Warum belässt du es eigentlich noch nicht dabei?
Was?
Mit der Melasse?
Oh. Weil er nicht so viel Bad Puns zu haben ist.
Das Schlimme ist, wenn ein Arbeitskollege wieder in die Firma kommt, nachher kommen Buns. Ist dir das nicht peinlich?
This place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Jetzt dann. So, und jetzt dann gehen wir nicht aus, bevor wir nicht alles abgefarmt haben.
Das Painting kommt zum Schluss.
These painkillers were... It smells as bad as it looks.
So.
Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
Nicht durchjumpen.
What happened here?
Gleichzeitig hat sich dann auch noch gleich verbunden.
Someone treasures this crumpled picture to the point of sleeping with it. Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Sonst dann? Ich glaube, war da nichts, oder? Nur da oben auf der komme ich nicht. Sonst dann? Le Petit Partisan. Ja, na, ich glaube schon schlecht aus. Ja, ich glaube, das war's. Noch ein Punkt.
Kriegen wir irgendwas auf 5, ha?
Investigation fast, ha? Oder die Eloquenz zum Reden. Kriegen wir der mal auf 4 und dann machen wir Eloquenz weiter. Sieht schon geil aus irgendwie. Aber verwirrendst.
Kollege ist vorbei und die Augen folgen dir.
Ich glaube, das kommt noch in dem Spiel. Dieses Pen and Paper Rollenspiel sollte man mal spielen.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Der Typ schaut hässlich aus. Halt die Fresse, der Typ schaut schön aus. Threaten the police officer. Hey, schlechte Idee. Let's team up. Someone else is interested in Hawkins. The case is far from being wound up.
Minimiste, Psychologie oder someone else? Ja, Psychologie. What the fuck is going to happen?
You seem like a competent officer. We should help you.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. Pierce.
Mr. Pierce.
I hate to be taken for a fool.
All right, Inspector Lestrade. Let me take a more direct approach. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car is parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose.
Vor allem, wir sind unauffälligst vorhin vorbeimarschiert.
God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Who are you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Is it far?
This mansion?
Look behind
Sie hat ja die
at the top of the ridge.
Kontrolle.
Nein.
Na? So.
You see the building?
Oh, Maria.
That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Also du hast gerade die Chefin, also die Untergrundchefin gegen dich aufgebracht, weil du was gebrochen hast.
Ja, aber wir haben doch einen Porsche. Na gut. Aha, okay, machen wir jetzt Pause, dann Chapter 3. Garden of the Hawkins Mansion. So war das gar nicht gemeint?
Tja, schon?
Schon? Ja gut, schauen wir uns die Cutscene noch an.
Da wurde schon mal gewidened.
Mhm. Ja, das hat der Carsten, da ist ja Landlord quasi. Also, wie heißt der?
Ganz dahin hörst du den Deutschen.
Well, here we are, Hawkins Mansion.
Oh, Mariana. Vorsicht, habe ich noch mal schönes Haus. Und jetzt ist es perfekt für Horror-Game.
The place has been abandoned since the fire.
Doch.
There's only old Winchester in his hut.
What hidden professional? Ah. Ja, aber wir haben das doch. Wurscht. Was denn? Wir haben Wissen?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
I don't believe the fire is the only reason this house is in such a state.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around it, would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
The sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Night falls quickly here. And I want to be able to see...
Es ist schon Nacht!
I'll go with you. If only to reassure Silas.
Stimmt, ja.
Can I go alone or go?
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Er versucht irgendwas zu vertuschen, wett mal.
Vermutlich.
Bei 4 und Kochen?
Ja, dann werden wir wahrscheinlich das alles nochmal reden müssen.
Ja, hat er gesaved.
Hat er? Ja dann, liebe Freunde, bis zum nächsten Teil vom Stream. Macht's gut. Bis später.